So speaking of feed, what type of feed are we supposed to give? Is it advisable or do you give to your pigs? Basically?
Okay, so what we use corn, we use soya beans sometimes, we use fish milk, we use peanut chaff.
Peanut chaff.
Yes, and also wheat ground.
So like you mix them as a
Yes,
feed.
and sometimes cassava too. But the cassava, you have to use the cooked one. My advice to any pig farmer is if you want to feed the pigs with cassava, you need to cook it because it has some acid in it. When you feed it to the pig freshly, when it is pregnant, sometimes they might have even miscarriage.
Oh,
You get
okay.
it? Yes, so it is very.
So yeah, I'm here at Owura. I'm here to look at the pig farm. So in this video, I want to know some information that will be useful to us in starting our own pig farm, whether it's profitable or not, how lucrative the business is. Some things that we have no knowledge about it, we want to also start to, we can also get to learn about it. So yes, that's what I'm going to look at in this video. So I want to know, when I'm starting my own pig farm, what are the things I'm supposed to know, like the basics I'm supposed to know before first starting a pig farm?
Okay, so if you want to start a pig farm, at least first, assuming you have your money to start now, availability of land, the location counts also
Okay.
where to start up the place, yes, and also you look into it feeding, how to make the feed because in order to make a lot of profit in the piggery, it depends on each feed to get it. Yes.
Okay.
So those are the things that you really need to look out for.
Okay, so I want to know why did you and your brother began to do a pig farm in the first place? Because you guys are doing plantains and stuff and all of that. But why did you guys try to venture into pig farming?
Well, not just for fun, but for the money.
Okay.
For the money, yes. That's basically that's the whole thing.
So you realized it was profitable, you wanted to go
Yes,
into it.
yes.
And how long has it been being a pig farm?
Also, we started this piggery 2 years now. We started
Yes,
2
okay.
years. Yeah. It wasn't like this big, but it was just a small thing. Like we started with 2 pigs.
Okay.
So from there, you know, when we started selling it, then we realized there's a lot of money in the piggery. So we have to make it big. That's why today.
Or did you begin with the structure there?
Yes, that was, but not as it is now. It was just a small wooden structure, and as time goes on, there was a renovation for us to use the blocks and also cast inside just to make them look so nice. So that when you come to the farm and you want to buy, at least you see them know we are doing it good here. Not the same as when you go out, you see these people, they will leave their pigs, they walk around the town and so on.
Okay. Okay. So like you began with 2.
Yes.
I know you guys have sold quite a number.
Yes.
So now like how many pigs do you have in total?
Okay, so now we have about 36 over there,
Okay.
and here we have 10.
10 pigs.
Yes.
And now it's like the old structure. So you
Yeah,
move them over
yes,
here.
yes.
Okay.
As you can see, we are left to finish this place with the gates. It is left with the gates. Then we move them all here.
Okay. But what's informed this structure that you guys are using? Because I know you showed me a plan of how you guys got about it, but what informed the decision to go by it this way?
Well, this is a commercial thing, not as in a small scale something that you do and you enjoy it yourself. But we are doing this farming to you want to sell them as to make profit, and when you set up a business, you need to invest in it. Once you give much attention to the project, it will also do what? Fetch you a good income.
Okay. Now looking at the structure, I like the way the structure is, and you can see a lot of money went into this as compared to the first one. So with the structure like this, how much did it cost in total?
In total, including the land, that's 50,000 cedis.
Okay, so building this and the land, only those.
Yes, with a poly tank standard.
All of that.
All of that. 50,000.
Wow. And okay, so let's look at the pigs. So if I want to start something like this, 50,000 cedis. I can see, so with the water, you guys have a way of.
Yes, that's the drinking pool. So when they feel thirsty, they can just walk to it and drink the water. Any amount.
All these are from the polytank, right?
Yes, yeah, from the polytank.
Okay, then I feed them.
This is a feed pan. This is what they feed in.
Oh, okay. So they can easily drink water.
Yes.
They see this way.
Yes.
And these are like places where
the waste
can go from.
Yes.
Okay. If I want to buy a pig now, like now I made mention of it being profitable. How much does like a mature pig cost?
Okay, so what we do is we weigh them. A kilo is 30 cedis, and the carcass we sell it for 45 cedis. Sorry, 40 cedis as per kilo. So
okay.
if you want to buy a pig now, so the live one, you just bring out the scale. Yes,
the scale. Okay, then you weigh it.
If it's 50 kg, you multiply the 50 by 30 cedis, which is 30,000 cedis.
Oh, okay. So like there's a standard way of going about it.
Yes, the carcass is 35 cedis and the live one is 30 cedis.
When you say carcass, what do you mean? Like if
you killed it, and yes.
Okay. So people can buy, like, let's say me, I don't want to buy the fruit, and I want to buy some small portion of it.
Okay, so
how do you go about?
If you want to buy the small one, for now, unless there is someone here who said, okay, I want to buy an amount of this, and I want to buy an amount of this. For that one, when we kill it, we can sell like with a small portion to you. But let's say you want 2 kg, we can't just kill it for you.
Okay. So normally the main business has to do with you selling like the live ones to people. Then they rather go and sell to other people.
We have customers. So let's say this week we have like 3 customers who wants to buy the pig. Then someone will she'll bring an order, like say I want 10 kg. This one was okay. I want 50 kg. We kill it, then we send the meat to them.
Okay. So looking at the investments, like 50,000 cedis with the pigs, how much do you think you make from pig farming that can cover like the costs that you've incurred?
Okay, so let me give you a rough estimate of what you are making here.
Okay.
So let's say you have a pig. You have a 6-month pig.
Mm-hmm.
That 6-month pig, you sold it for 30,000 cedis. Okay, so for the first 2 months, the piglet feeds from the mother.
Okay.
You get it. So after 2 months, you wean the piglets, then you start feeding it. So assuming every month you feed a pig for 150 cedis. That's like for the when you are looking at 6-month pig. So from the first 2 months, you take out the first 2 months from the remaining 4 months.
Okay. The first 2 months they feed from their mother, so it's not part of it.
It's not part of it. So with the 4 months, 150 cedis for each month. That's 600 cedis. So assuming you are selling the pig, let's not even say you are selling it for 3,000 cedis. Let's say you are selling it for 2,000 cedis.
Okay.
Yes. And when you take out 600 from 2,000 cedis, how much?
600 from 2,000.
That's
1,004.
1,004. So in a
That's the
6
amount.
month, that's the amount of profit that you make in that period.
That's you
So-
are selling every 6 months. Every pig, yeah.
Everything. And it is not like it's a fixed thing. It all depends on how you feed a pig. Sometimes we can go to, let's say, I can come to your farm. You get it. You feed your pigs probably 2 kg per feed a day. I
Yeah.
feed mine like 6 kg per day.
Okay.
You get it. It means my pigs will put on more weight.
Done.
And you only sell in weights, not in months, not in years. It's weight. You can go to someone from a pig that you see here for our 6 month old. It's the same as someone who has about a year or two.
I get you. I
You
get
get
so
it.
you don't sell it based on age.
Age, no,
It's based on how.
just on
So
the
the pig
weight.
can be 2 months by 2 weeks.
Break, yes.
Okay. But normally, how long does it take for them to mature? Like, say you have a mature pig.
Matured at least 5 months, because that's when it can also continue and give birth.
So 5 months.
Yes.
And how long can they grow to the point where they themselves don't feel like they are not strong enough or they are meeting themselves?
They don't really have a lifespan. They are just like normal human being. You get it. You can live up to 100 years. Someone can also about 20 years, 30 years. Yes. Pigs normally they don't have a lifespan.
Okay.
That's what I've realized.
Okay. So suppose I want to start. So like you are a barrister, you bought 2 pigs.
Yes.
In the beginning, how long will it take for me to start crossing them for them to also reproduce?
Okay, so it depends on the type of pig that you start with. Probably, let's say you buy a piglet who was maybe 2 months or 3 months, but when they get to the 5th month, that's their maturity period.
Okay.
You get it? Yes, and they normally comes on heat each and every 3 weeks.
Okay.
So when they come on heat for the 3 weeks, they'll be on heat for about 3 days. So within that 3 days, you can cross it. You get it? So when you cross it, you also have to do what? Put on the dates.
Now you cross them.
Yes, you meted the saw. You get it? So in 3 weeks' time, you will have to go back and check if the pig is on heat. If it is on heat, it means the crossing didn't work. Then you have to cross it again. You get it? Yes. So when it doesn't come on heat in the next week, then it means it is pregnant. And when the pig is pregnant, it takes about 144 days to give birth.
So that's like almost 4 months.
3 weeks, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. So approximately 4 months.
4 months. Oh,
So when you do this calculation, it is possible for a pig to give birth like 3 times in a year. But normally it gives birth two times in a year. But then it will conceive in that year, then it will use to enter the following year, so that you give.
So the 4th time will be like
No, the 3rd time.
It will be the beginning of the following year.
Yeah.
I guess you. So normally they give birth to averagely. I know they give birth to quite a lot.
It depends. Sometimes 16, 18, 13, 10, 9. But for the first time, it's mostly around 7 to 10 piglets.
It's not the first pregnancy.
Yes.
Then subsequent ones it increases.
Yes. And with feed, the feed also plays vital role in their when they are pregnant. Like the number of piglets
they can give birth to.
Yes. It's also
So speaking of feed, what type of feed are we supposed to give? Is it advisable, or do you give to your pigs?
Okay, so what we use corn. We use soya beans sometimes. We use fish milk. We use peanut chaff.
Peanut chaff.
Yes. and also wheat ground.
So like you mix them as a
Yes,
food.
and sometimes cassava too. But the cassava, you have to use the cooked one. My advice to really any pig farmer is if you want to feed the pigs with cassava, you need to cook it because it has some acid in it. When you feed it to the pig freshly, when it is pregnant, sometimes they might have even miscarriage. You
Oh,
get
okay.
it? Yes. So it is very, very advisable to not just to cook it to look like if cook it for the normal
You
human
want me
being
to
to
eat?
eat.
Okay.
Yes, with the heat, just a little heat to break down the
So you
acid
you
in the
feel it like
cassava.
the way like you are
You
doing
feel-
like
yes,
okay.
the normal one. Or even you don't have to waste all those times just to throw the cassava completely. But you see, there is this kind of reddish uh, when I don't have like you see there's this reddish thing around the cassava
Is it that thing around it,
around
right?
the thing around it. It is true. The first one.
And there's a second
So
layer.
yeah, so the first one.
Yeah.
That's it is no good. That one there is no good for the pigs. So you
Oh,
can
okay.
just pick that one off, cut them into pieces, add salt to make it tasty. Then you boil it for about 5-10 minutes. Then you mix it with the wheat ground because with the cassava the starch.
You chop it.
Yes, you chop it.
Then you mix it with the food.
Food, yes. Then you feed it to them. So at least each and every piglet needs when the food is well balanced, the feed that it needs to maintain his body in a day is about 2.5 kg
Of food.
of feed.
Every
That's
day.
every day. That's when the food is well balanced, not just cassava, then you give it to the if you want to feed it with cassava, only cassava, then you have to increase it to about 5. But then it also comes down to let's say uh, you cook probably banku of fufu in a house.
Yeah.
You don't add meat. You eat. You see that your stomach is big, but there's nothing inside. You get it. So when you are feeding them, you need to balance the feed. You need to
Okay.
balance the feed for them
Okay.
to
Then
get good results.
how many times like do you feed them in a day?
Twice
Twice.
a day.
So
So
like,
normally in the morning we give them the feed which I spoke about, the corn, the wheat ground, the peanut stuff, and then the soya. We divide them into two. Probably like a pig, each pig I'm giving each pig about 3 kg a day. So the 3 kg in the morning we give them 1.5, then in the evening 1.5. So in the afternoon, then probably we give them leaves, serve just as a dessert for them. You get it? Yes.
Okay.
With the leaves, normally it doesn't help them put on much weight, but just to maintain the weight. You get it? So you don't have to always depend on the leaves. If you want to depend on the leaf, then the
Don't be
pig
big enough.
that I can sell for a 4 month pig that I will sell, you are going to use like 2 years to sell the same pig.
2 years.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So you know, some people also say as with a feed, there are some pigs that have a lot of fat in them, and people don't have a lot of fat in them.
So
What causes that? What are the two differences?
so yes, for instance, with a cassava, if you want to feed them with a cassava, they will put on the weight. You get it? Yes, but you see, it's only fat. You see the thing like the pig, you see it is big, but when you weigh it, there is no weight
I
because
get you.
that is just a fat. You get it?
Yeah.
But when you add the wheat brown is what extracts the fat from them to give them good meat. So the wheat brown, though it's expensive, but it's very, very necessary.
How much does that cost now?
Now, I think 25 kg costs, that's 80 cedis. 80
Wow.
cedis, yeah. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah, I give you a few of animals 3 kg.
3 kg
A
a
day.
day. So when you have about 50 pigs, you just do the calculation. But what's helps us is this thing, the maize. Yes, because with the maize, it's not like you see that you planted our own maize.
Yeah.
You harvest, you preserve it, then we used to feed them. Because if you want to buy from outside, that's also going
So
to
cost
cost
a lot.
a lot.
It's advisable at least some component of the feed you grow them yourself
Yes,
and stuff. So
Yes.
then maybe you go and mill it and add it mix to the
Yes.
feed.
yes.
Okay. So let's have what's my take about two.
Mhm.
Um after 5 months I've crossed them. And you said, oh, they become on heat. After I've crossed them within 3 weeks, you can check whether they're on heat.
Yes.
How do I know that the pig is on heat or not?
Okay, so when it is on heat, you see the vowel. It becomes so reddish, and it will come out.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So when it is not on heat, it go inside, then it's look normal.
Okay. Okay. And if I'm crossing them, how will I know the crossing is done? Like,
Okay, so
You're satisfied.
when the person is done. So assuming the soil is on heat,
Yeah.
then you bring in the new one to it. You see like how normally a normal human being, you see like when it is crossing, you see that it has crossed it. That's why in order for you to see the
and
thing
being
work,
verified.
it
There
means
is
in
sign.
the next 3 weeks you have to check if it's on heat again. If
Okay.
it doesn't come on heat, it means it worked. But if it's on heat, it means it didn't work. So you will need to do it again.
Okay.
And mostly it is more advisable to take the female to the male rather
Then
to
the
take to the ears. Because when the male is, for instance, they just use a normal human being. Yes. Aware, you see how shaky you are, but when you are home,
I'm not so aware.
you feel so relaxed.
Yeah, you're
doing it.
comfortable
Yes.
zone. Yes. I think it works for other animals too, because
Yeah.
I'm realizing with rabbits and grass cutter and stuff, that's the approach they use.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, even as human beings,
Yes.
it even makes sense. Okay, so let's say I've checked 3 weeks is pregnant. You said it will take 3 months, 3 weeks, 4 days,
3 days.
3 days
Yeah,
for it to
that's-
give birth.
Yeah, 144. So from the 144 to 146 days,
Mhm.
it should give birth.
It should give birth.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's about to give birth, is there a special treatment you give to it, or what are the signs that you know that in this few number of days the animal is about to give birth? Is there some condition I'm supposed to know?
Okay,
Is
so
there anything about to give birth?
when they are getting ready to, when the time reaches for them to give birth,
Yeah.
you see they become so restless.
Okay.
Then you see a stomach become so big, and then the nipples become so reddish. Those are the signs that
You can use.
you can use. Yes.
Okay. So when they give birth, they don't put no special treatment. They can just give birth.
Oh,
normal way.
when they give birth, for the first 3 days, you need to treat the piglets with iron.
Okay.
Yes, you need to treat them. You need to
They inject them with that.
inject them with iron.
Then subsequently, now after 3 days, that's all.
After that is the most important thing. It's like just a normal human being. When you give birth today, your child needs to be what? Give them some
Shots and
shots.
stuff.
And
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So once I give them the iron first 3 days, they are good to go. There's
Yes,
no
they are
special-
good. Yes, they are good to go because whatever that they need, they get it from the breast milk.
Oh, okay.
So when they start to learn how to eat, you get it. So about 2 months, you should start separating the piglets from their mother.
Okay. And you can cross the mother again.
Yeah. So when you wean them like that, the 5th day, the
After
mother
weaning them.
after weaning them, the 5th day, the mother comes on heat again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the 5th day, you will not take it to the male one, but you wait on the 6th day because when they come on heat, it's for 3 days. So that 6th day, then you cross it again.
Nice. Then to begin another
That's
cycle
how-
again.
yes.
Yeah, okay. So today, I think when we came, you said you are giving them vitamins. Is
Yes.
that important to give them vitamins?
Yes, so here every month, that's what we give them,
Okay.
and every month we deworm them. So let's say this month we deworm when we deworm them this month, it means the following 2 weeks we have to also do what treat them with antibiotics
Mm.
with vitamins.
Okay.
So the next 2 weeks again, that is a month for when we deworm them.
Okay.
You get it? So
Okay.
every 2 weeks, deworm, then also vitamins and antibiotics.
That keeps them well and
Well,
that makes them
yes,
healthy.
yes. And as for the dewormer, every month you have
Keep
to
them well.
every month. As for the this thing, the antibiotics, sometimes you can do away with, because when you see them, when you see that they are healthy, you get it. For that one, you can decide not to treat them with antibiotics. But
Okay.
as for the dewormer, every month,
It's very important.
yes, you have to deworm them to help them grow faster too.
Okay. Okay.
Because even as a normal human being, if you are someone who likes you like pork meat, at least every month you also need to deworm yourself. Yes.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so let's look at diseases. I know you say you have swine flu and stuff that affects them and they can kill all of them. Aside that, what are some of the most diseases that affects them, and how are some of the preventive ways you can avoid having such diseases?
Okay, so with a disease like how you said, when there is an outbreak of swine flu, yes, that's what kill them. But we don't have it. It is not a specific thing that you know. Let's say, for example, when we were attacked by, let's say, the COVID, it was a new thing that came. So
Yeah.
all that we know is swine flu. It comes sometimes, it is on and off. But what you need to do is you will have to have something called, we have a chemical called disinfectant.
Okay.
Yes, before you enter into this place, we have to
A
create
bath.
a bath over there. Then we put the disinfectant inside the water. So
Okay.
before you enter into the room, you need to do what? Step inside the water before you enter into the.
Sure.
We have that thing over
Other side.
other side. Yes.
Okay.
So because we are still working on the place, we are not done yet, but we will bring it here as time goes on.
Okay. Okay. But at least if you have all these, give them the necessary antibiotics, the vitamins and stuff, it should keep them healthy and
Yes.
good enough for them to have it.
Yes.
Now, is that really like a market for pig farming?
The market, yes. You like as you can see, the time that you see the women that came here, yes,
Yeah.
they are my customers. So whenever they need something, they will call. It's either they come here or we kill it and send it to them. So after doing this, you also need to go out and look for customers who can come and buy it from here. So here we have people in Koko, we have people that we supply them in Accra, and we have also people in Kumasi that we supply them. Here Kumasi we have only 2. Accra we have about 5, and in Koko there are many. So as time goes on, once the thing becomes big, we will still go out and look for more customers. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what are the way they give birth and stuff? If I'm to start my own pet farm, I from what I see is I have to have like more rooms for them that I can accommodate them when they are giving birth.
Yeah.
Is it like one of the key things that comes to pet farming?
Yes, very, 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 very key, because with these animals, they do well when like they are few in a room.
Okay.
At least it should be, the maximum should be like 4. 4 is not advisable, but the maximum should be like 4. You get it?
Okay.
Because when they are many, whenever you feed them, they will have to fight
For the food.
for the feed. And when you are fighting, what are you doing? You are exercising. When you exercise, what do? You burn
Yeah.
calories.
Yeah.
So when you burn fat, what are you doing? You are reducing weight. Yes, you get it. Yes. So
I guess it. Okay, so in the cages, what's the, as you mentioned, like at least four in the room, what are the dimensions that you use for the
for the some were 7 6.
7 by 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Some were 12 by 9. Yes, but the standard one should be 10 by 7.
10 by 7.
Yes, 10 by 7. It can accommodate about 3 and 4. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So like, can you take us through on a day when we come to the farm with the farm manager and all of that? What are you supposed to do when you visit your farm every day?
Okay, so when you visit the farm every day, there is a worker here who just walks out. Yes. When he comes, he sweeps. After sweeping, you mix the feed and give it to them. That's all. You don't have to come and give them water because the water is already here. As you can see, the polytank over there. They have their drinking nipple. When they feel thirsty, they go there, they drink. So you don't have to work. So when you come, you sweep, then you feed them. That's all. So in the evening, you come back and feed them. Then that's all. The next day when he comes back, that's when he sweeps. And about, let's say, a week or two, you just buy some. You have this in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you will need to wash their pen too.
Okay.
Yes.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. It is not compulsory, but you are doing the thing. You just have to do it good. You get
it. Do you wash the pigs too?
The pigs, no, we don't wash them as in like washing them, but sometimes we use disinfectant on them. You get it? Yeah. So when we spray on them, they will just scratch their body against the wall, and by the time that you come, you see they are looking good, like this one.
Okay. 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 I think that is there anything maybe you feel like we should talk about? We should know when you are going to venture into tech farming.
It's it's all about the money. You get this. When you have money, everything is for sale. I wanted to say about the land too, but when the money is there, you get the land to buy. You get it. When the money is there, you can put up a structure. When the money is there, you can buy pigs. When the money is there, you can buy feed. When the money is there, you can find a worker to take care of it for you. But then, one thing that you also have to know is, if you want to enter into this business, you don't have to say, okay, I'll put up the structure, I've hired someone, I have the feed, I won't go there, at least the person should manage it. No. At least 3-4 days, the maximum should be every week you need to visit the farm. If you don't have that time, then there's no need for you to enter into it. Because with this patient, you see it week today.
Yeah.
If you don't feed it for the next 3 days, it will reduce weight drastically. And for you to even feed them to regain that weight, it will take you about 2 months.
Yeah, to catch up
with that weight. So without 2 months, if you don't feed them the 3 days, just see how much you lose.
Now, I realize something. So you see, when you went to the other pen, you had most of them. They're all giving birth. They're all females.
Yes.
When they give birth like that and they feed their children and they grow very lean. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because one, after giving birth, some of them, when you give them the feed, they will eat. Some of them too, they don't eat. For instance, the one that you saw, the first one, has grown lean. For the first 2 weeks it gave birth, it wasn't eating well. You get it? Okay. But as time goes on, the babies too, they were oversucking the mother. You get it? Yes. Okay. So when you decide not to eat well, that's where you see them going lean.
Sure. And I think you did mention earlier that when the one was just close to the other one, when they give birth, it's left on the kids.
Yes, on the kids.
But my question is, I know they are very loud animals. If it's sleeping on the kids, can the kids make noise that it will prompt the mother to get up?
They do make the noise, but you see, due to stress.
Okay.
Yes. So especially when they are in labor, due to stress, they can't control themselves. Yes. Yes.
So always have to be around.
That's their nature.
Okay.
Yes.
So always have to be around to make sure that they are not
Yes.
relying on them and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I wanted to ask what are the main challenges that come with pig farming, like farming the pigs. Main challenges
challenge is the feed.
in the food. Okay.
Yes, the feed, because now they need to eat. If you don't feed them today, they will lose weight. You get it? So now I don't have the feed. What do? I have to go and buy it. So if I don't have the money to buy the feed, now everything is for sale. The peanuts chaff, the maize, wheat brown, even the injection and so on. Yes, the only thing that probably you get to feed them will be leaves.
That will be free. I'll
Yes,
plug them.
yes. So the main challenge there is the feed. Is the feed.
Okay. 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 So yeah, I think it would end it here. Unless you have any points you want us to take note of when you are going into pig farming.
Like I said, I just said it.
Okay.
You see, when the money is there for that one. But if you want to start with a piggery, at least you also have to invest. Once you are investing money, you have to invest your time. If you don't have the time, then there is no need to do it, because at the end of the day, you pump in money, someone will mismanage it, then you'll be like, will be advice yes, yeah, maybe is it about the sound. So if you think you don't have time, or you don't have like someone trustworthy to take a very good to take good care of it for you, I don't think I will advise anybody to enter into it if you don't have the time. Yes.
Sure.
And also, like I said, when you are starting, you should know that for the first year, when you start with a piggy, for the first year, it is always going to be buying. Like the money will go out, no income.
Okay.
You get it? Because when you start, let's say you have a pig who is 5 months or 6 months, it's going to take about 4 months to give birth. So the 4 months giving birth, then you can start selling when they are 6 months old. So 4 plus 6 months is 10 months. That's close to a year. You get it? So that one there, when you start making profit after a year.
Yeah. It's very important. So at least you know this before you at least venture into the pig farming. Yeah. Okay, sure. So yes, we'll end the video here. And then subsequently we will look at the plantain farm as well, so you guys can also get to learn something about it. Some information that will be useful to you starting that as well. So yeah, like this video, subscribe, share this video to other people to also get to learn about it. Those who you know that are interested in starting their own pig farm, some information that will be useful to them in starting, to learn about the cage system and all of that too, about it as well. Alright, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.